Hi, neighbor. Welcome to the Anchors of Encouragement podcast. Since I'm just beginning this conversation with you, I wanted to take a few of our first episodes and answer the following question. What are anchors of encouragement? You're going to hear me talking about biblical guidance, self-awareness, and healthy boundaries. These are my three main anchors. These three anchors are supported by the main anchor of the podcast, which is encouragement. These are the core principles of this podcast. In today's episode, let's look at one of these anchors so you can have a better understanding of what it means. Let's dig in. Today I would like to talk about the encouragement anchor. Have you ever had rain in your heart? Maybe you should seek shelter under the umbrella of a friend. Hi neighbor, welcome to Anchors of Encouragement. I'm Tim Maudlin, husband, adoptive parent, Bible class teacher, and the persistent encourager. Did you finally realize your dream of having a family only to have your happily ever after turn into a nightmare? Have you ever been told you're failing your kids? Life can be tough. Storms in life are inevitable, but there are ways to remain anchored when life knocks the wind out of you. In Anchors of Encouragement, my mission is to throw adoptive parents a lifeline and be your anchor, to teach you biblical solutions for modern-day problems so that you can weather the storms of life too. If you're ready for real and raw talk that leads to peace beyond comprehension so you not only survive but thrive in life's storms, this podcast is for you. Hope and healing are on the way. In their pre-disco days, the Bee Gees recorded a simple love song called Run to Me. The opening line in that song is the inspiration for this episode about the encouragement anchor. The phrase is this: if ever you got rain in your heart. Think about those times when you had rain in your heart. Sometimes that rain is a little drizzle, just enough moisture to remind you that stuff happens in life to make it uncomfortable. Other times that rain is a downpour and life slows to a crawl, if not a complete stop. How can you shelter yourself from the rain? Could it be as simple as an umbrella? An umbrella from a friend? I believe so. I would like to share a story with you about my mom and how she was the umbrella for a friend. This year has been rather challenging for my family. It began with a little drizzle. My mom was sick, and she had numerous health issues. She was in and out of the hospital. She was in rehab, and she found herself at home. My brother and sister and I were trying our best to help her recuperate and gain her strength. Unfortunately, she had major surgery, and she didn't recover from it. Just when we thought she was getting better, and she was looking at a long road of recovery anyway, she passed. That drizzle that we had been feeling turned into a complete downpour, and our lives stopped. It was during that time where we had this rain in our hearts that we had friends reach out to us and become our umbrellas. They did so many nice things to encourage us during this difficult time. I had written a story a few years ago about this idea of being that umbrella, and I shared it online just as a reminder of how that's so important, especially in times where a family is grieving. And I remembered a time when a friend of mine told me what mom had done for him. He had rain in his heart. It was a downpour. He was going through a really difficult storm. This storm, unfortunately, was of his own doing. He had made some really bad choices. But to his credit, he was turning his life around. As he related the story to me, he was sitting on the back row of the church building, and Mom walked in. To know my mom, it's not a stretch to say she was a person of few words. That was just Mom. But that didn't stop her from being an encourager. Mom saw this friend on the back pew, and she simply walked behind him and tapped him on the shoulder. As he told me this later, he said, "What your mom did for me that day meant the world to me, because she was acknowledging my presence. She was telling me that she noticed I was there, and she was telling me that she cared, all by a simple tap on the shoulder. The week between my mom's passing and her funeral, so many of our friends were umbrellas to us. They were sheltering us from the rain that was in our hearts and doing their best to encourage us. I wanted to say something at Mom's funeral to thank everyone for all the things they had done and for being these umbrellas for us. And I wanted to share this story about Mom as well. I get to the funeral home and I'm waiting for everything to start. And a dear friend walks in and she has a gift for me. She had read my post and she had an umbrella for me. In her way, she was encouraging me. She was sheltering me at that moment. I needed that encouragement to be able to get up in front of everyone. And that simple act of her giving me an umbrella did that for me. Let me share with you now 3 ways that you can acknowledge a friend and be their umbrella. Number 1, you can tap them on the shoulder. You don't have to say a word. A simple tap on the shoulder says it all. Number 2, don't avoid them. Acknowledge them. Number 3, you can ask a person, how are you doing? People just want to know that you care. And here's a bonus way that you can acknowledge your friend. You can give them an umbrella, just like my friend did. Maybe it's not a physical umbrella, but I've started sending umbrella emojis to friends just to encourage them. As we begin to wrap this episode up, I would like to speak specifically to those of you who are friends of adoptive parents. If you have some friends who are going through adoption trauma, chances are you have been frustrated because you don't know how to encourage them. Let me just say this. If you would like to be an umbrella to a friend, a tap on the shoulder will do wonders. You don't have to say a thing. Just that they know you care says it all. Let's get to our daily doable. If you have rain in your heart, seek shelter under the umbrella of a friend, someone who can deflect the rain away from you, because there are times in life when we all need someone to be that umbrella for us. And if you would like to be an umbrella for a friend, here's a way you can find out things you can do. With pen to paper, think about someone who needs an umbrella and ask yourself this question. In how many ways can I acknowledge this friend to make them feel noticed and encouraged? Write your answers down. Think over these things and then do them. I hope the next time you have rain in your heart, you will seek shelter under the umbrella of a friend. And I hope you will look for opportunities to be that umbrella for someone else. That's all for this episode. I want to thank you for joining me. Until next time, this is Tim, encouraging you to do what you can now. If this podcast has given you the courage and confidence to face storms in your life, the number 1 way you can thank me is to leave a written review on Apple Podcasts. Tell a friend about the show. Take a screenshot of this episode and share it in your Instagram stories and tag me at Tim Maudlin. You can also connect with me in my Facebook group, Anchors of Encouragement. So until next time, this is Tim encouraging you to do what you can now.